video. In this video I am going to make a cute little apron, and I have made one before, and it was around 2 years ago. I think it was when I first learned how to sew, and back then it was horrible. When I am looking back at that apron, I am still using it today because in my eyes back then I was very proud how I made it, and of course the fact that I made it entirely myself. So I was very proud of it back then, and when I think back I still am for the sewing skills I had back then, but it is not, those edges are not finished nice, nothing is very neat or anything, and yeah, it is an apron and not something like a piece of clothing which needs to be nice looking, to be wearing it outside and every day and a whole day long, and it gets dirty because that's why you use an apron. So I thought, well, that doesn't really matter, but I do want to do it all over again, but with the sewing skills I have right now. So I am making the exact same one. One of the adjustments is the strap which goes around my neck. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it comes a little bit more high up, and also the top part is going to be a little bit shorter, and that is because when I tie it around my waist I want it to be really on my waist and not on my hips or anything. And the first one I made was a little bit longer, so when I needed to tie it I folded the fabric a little bit up so it is around my waist. So that is an adjustment I am going to make also, and I am using a pattern I drew it myself, but the pattern itself I did not adjust anything. I don't know if I needed to do that, but it will be fine. It is still just an apron. I already got the fabric, and you have seen the fabric many times in my videos because it is the same fabric as my pincushion. So it's going to be pink with some music notes on it, and I hope you can learn something from this video. And if you want to sew along, then I hope you do, and let me know if it works out for you in the comments down below. I hope you can enjoy the video. This is the fabric I am using, and it is a, well, what is it? It is a pink, but it is like an old pink or something, and it has some music notes on it, so it is quite lovely. And this is the pattern I am going to use. And over here, this is where the pocket is gonna go. And now we have to cut out the fabric and also the pocket itself, which is a different pattern piece. And of course, we are going to need some straps for around your neck and around your waist. And for that, I have some light pink bias binding. This is the pocket piece. This is the first thing I sewed, by the way, from the apron. And at first I flipped it, the bottom side, I flipped it in around 1 centimeter or so. The side pieces also flipped in 1 centimeter or around 1 centimeter. Then I did the top, and I first flipped it in 1 centimeter, sewed across, and then flipped it in around 2 centimeters so you have the hem at the top, because this way around is going to be sewn onto the apron, and this part you're going to leave open, of course, because that is the opening for the pocket. And as I said earlier on, this is where the pocket is going to go. So I pinned the places from the top and the bottom, and then I have a line where I know, oh, over here is going to be the pocket. So it is nice and aligned in the middle of the apron.
I am using some bias binding, which is not exactly the same color. It is a light pink and it shows wider on camera than it is in real life. But how you do it, you flip it open and then I lined it all up, and then you sew right in that little fold. Once that is all sewn, you flip this the other way around, not just like this, but also around, and then you stitch over there as well. But I am watching where I am stitching on this side because this is the top side I'm going to sew, and then you get this because I already did one side, and this is the outside layer of the bias binding and this is the inside layer. So now it is all neat and finished. This is what the top part looks like, and I only have sewed it over here on the outer layer. I also ironed it down, and you see over here I secured it again. I sewed it down around 1 centimeter, and then I took the strap, pushed it under a little bit, and then I stitched it a lot over here, and then I sewed it down, stitched this part under it also, and then I flipped the strap upwards, and then I secured it over here, because if you don't do that, then this part is going to fall down like that when you are going to wear it. So that's why I secured it over there as well. These are my two straps to go around the waist, and they are all sewn. This one is ironed already and this one is not. As you can see, it is quite wrinkly, and over here you can still see a bit of the wrinkles, but I cannot really get them out. But yeah, this side I still need to sew this shut because I turn it inside out without closing one short side, because you have it good side to good side and then you sew along. And then I sewed first one side, and I like to go with the other side as well from this point to this point, but then I needed to sew this part as well and I forgot about that. And on this one I did sew it correctly shut, and then you get this. And I also trimmed it down on the sides, and the corners I also trimmed down. So yeah, I need to iron this one, sew this part shut, and then I can attach them onto the apron. I have ironed both sides down around 1 centimeter or so. Then I'm going to sew this up and then attach the straps the same way I did on the top side, except for this is also a little bit of a hem. So the second time I flipped this down, this was around 2.5 centimeters or something, and this side I'm going to fold in another 1 centimeter. But first I'm going to sew this down, and then I am going to do the 1 centimeter side on the hem before I flip this one inside out as well.
about this sewing project, and to me it was a very nice and quick sewing project, which I really like, because sometimes you want something which is done faster in between bigger sewing projects. And also, if you want to make this yourself, it is also quite an easy starter project. So if you just start to learn how to sew, please try this project because it is lovely. And well, yeah, even though if you do mess it up, then you can still wear that apron and use it. So that's not the biggest problem. And a few things I had done differently is I would have made the top a little bit smaller because it's also a bit gaping. So then I would have had a little bit of a rounder armhole. And yeah, for the rest, the straps are easy adjustable to your own size. If you want longer straps or if you want shorter straps, then it is very easy to make. And even when you want the straps to be a little bit wider, then that is an easy fix to do. So it is a very fun and easy project, and I really hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to let me know what I should make next, then leave your recommendations down below, and please subscribe if you like my channel. And then remember, here we do it ourselves. So I hope you can try out this fun project, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!